Hey loves, so welcome to another hair vlog where we are going to be styling this girl. I removed her hair on another video. I'll definitely post it for you, and you're going to style her. This very cute, very child friendly lines, and you're also going to talk about some of the things that we do knowingly or unknowingly that actually affect our baby girl's hair during styling, or commonly what we call braiding. I know we all want our baby girls to look neat and beautiful, but some of our habits, they are costing them their hairs. I've actually seen it too many times. Beautiful baby girls with thinning hairlines, bald patches, and even breakages. And guess what? It's usually not genetic. It's what we, the moms, are allowing the stylist to do. So I will start with the first problem that is very common to most of us, like 90% of us. We usually don't put consideration or any thought on how we are going to prepare our baby's hair for styling, and that is the first mistake. Most of us have actually tasked the nanny with that, and I understand that you might be very busy, you might not be in a position to actually do that, where you tell her, okay, fine, and do the baby, then she drops the baby to the nearest salon, and that's it. You don't give into consideration the products that they are going to use while undoing or cleaning their hair, the techniques as well, and all this actually has been shown to influence length and volume retention. And the baby scalp is very, very gentle, so we need to be very cautious about what we are doing to their hairs. It's important. So things like using substandard products like shampoos full of sulfate and paraben, or even a simple thing as skipping conditioner, which is very common with us women, you are like building on dry soil. It will be impossible for you to get things moving and the hair growing. So the little scalp need moisture, they need nourishment, and they need protection. That's one thing we need to understand, and that is why I formulated our kids hair range that is gentle, nourishing, and very effective when it comes to volume and length retention. I will definitely attach some of the testimonials that I have received from my clients' babies, and as well as my daughter. You can go through the videos on this channel. I have done a lot of videos on her hair, and you are doing really, really well. So our clarifying sulfate-free shampoo cleans without drying, and the moisturizing honey conditioner soften, hydrates, and it actually helps you to detangle your baby's hair. Even if you're taking her to the salon, assuming you're very, very busy, you can still go ahead and instruct the stylist that they use those products. After they have shampooed their hair, they go in with a gentle moisturizing honey conditioner, and they apply it gently on their hairs, and it will actually help soften and make their hairs very, very easy to detangle. And this will lessen the necessity of using too much heat, which has actually been shown to cause a lot of damages and to irritate your baby's delicate skin or scalp. And then after that, it is also okay for you to go ahead and just apply our kids Chebe hair growth butter to make sure that you seal in the moisture beautifully. And this is something that I have been using on my daughter since she was not even 2, 1 year 6 months, and the results usually speak for themselves. As I have said, I will attach her pictures, but once you finish watching this video, you can just go back and watch some of my videos or the playlist on this video as well. She is there. Her hair is doing well. We're almost 5 as we speak, and I'm not even complaining. So the second thing that we usually do, and we don't even consider it, is using or actually choosing the wrong hairstyles for our babies. Most of us, when we want to do our baby's hair, we don't even think about how it's going to be protective, how they are going to feel while doing it. We just go on search and check on trending babies hairstyles. That is the most searched video on when it comes to baby's hair on Facebook and even on Google. So if we get those trending styles, regardless of how tight or how manipulative they might be on their scalp and their follicles, we still go ahead and instruct the stylist to go ahead and do it. Some stylists will just do it because they need money. At the end of the day, they are in business and they need to make sure that the client is satisfied, and in this case the client is your baby, who you have taken them with an instruction to make sure that each and every inch of their hair is captured, to make sure that it is tightly done, in quotes, what we are chasing, neatness. Look at these lines. As you can see, the baby is not it's not a spa, but she's okay, she's comfortable, and she's only like 2 years, almost going 3. They are not painful, they are gentle, and they are baby friendly. They're still going to come out cute, and she's still going to come out demure, and if her mom wants, we can still do extension at the top of it, but we will not have affected or actually strained her strands or even follicles because of styling. So we need to reconsider that and select more gentle, more age appropriate styling for our babies, and let's just allow their hairs to grow, their length to be retained, and the products that we use on their hairs to work. One parameter that you can use to assess whether your baby's stylist is actually gentle is if they get bumps and redness after braiding. Then you need to undo that hair and allow your baby's scalp to actually breathe. If they are terrified of going to the salon, if they cry hysterically, of course, because of maybe they don't want to be disturbed, they might just cry here and there. But if you notice that your baby girl is really just like not even feeling maybe the cartoon or the candy or whatever you use to entice your babies to actually stay still, then you need to tone it down for them. It's pulling their hair and it's actually hurting their fragile follicles, and unfortunately this kind of behavior, if repeated continuously, the damage can be permanent and you're actually predisposing your baby to traction alopecia at a very tender age. This is why we are having girls as young as 13, 14, 15 currently experiencing hair loss because of poor handling and styling conditions. So let's shy away from that. Another thing that is very common is we avoid moisturizing after styling. So you have taken her to the salon, she has been styled, it looks great, but what next? So many baby girls are walking around with dry, brittle hair just days after styling because we don't re-moisturize. A little water followed by a sealant like our Chebe hair butter goes a really long way in keeping moisture locked in and your baby girl's hair strong. So immediately she comes out from the salon, make it a habit for you to apply her some water. You can get our spray bottle or our spitz bottle and be spraying some mist or water on her scalp every now and then to avoid her hair from being super dry. And of course, using rich sealants like our Chebe hair growth butter will actually ensure that the moisture retains longer and your baby's scalp and hair does not dry faster. So regardless of the type of the hair that your baby has, because someone will come and say, what about porosity? Regardless of the type of hair your baby has, you need to make sure that it is moisturized at all times, even after styling or immediately after styling, while on the styling. And let's try as much as we can to make sure that the styling is as protective as it can. In this video, I talked about how to know that if a hair is protective, and one of the things is you can be able to actually moisturize and apply sealants like our Chebe hair butter with the same styling. So if your baby girl's hair, you cannot access their natural hair, you cannot be able to moisturize their hair, you cannot even moisturize their scalp, then that is not a good hairstyle for your baby girls. Look at how cute she looks. Damn. And one thing that I am also very guilty of is not using a satin bonnet or a satin cover when they are going to sleep. We all know that satin is very important to prevent moisture loss, and having the hair well covered, like in a structured way, is good to avoid the coils and kink that actually cause breakages. I know it's almost impossible to keep a satin bonnet on a toddler's head or even your baby girl's. Like mine is 4 and she has 2 bonnets, and I keep it on, but in the morning most of the time it is not there. Every once in a while, I will not lie like every now and then, but it's every once in a while when I'm going to the toilet, I will definitely go in and check in, but not routinely. So I need to improve. But what I have done, her pillowcase is satin. So even if like she removes the bonnet that I have put on her, her moisture loss will not be as much as if we were using cotton that actually just absorbs and absorbs and absorbs and takes away from the body, the skin and the hair. So we can try that, get pillows that are satin to ensure that we preserve all this moisture, and it's one of the easiest way to protect these delicate strands, because the bonnet can be a hassle. And at the end of the day, we want our daughters to grow up confident, strong, and with a healthy crown. So let's stop these braiding mistakes before they become lifelong regret. Your baby's hair deserves better, and you can give it with the right knowledge and the right products. Remember to reach out at Momina Wellness Solutions. I am on all socials. I'll definitely leave my number, and you can check out our full baby hair care range in the link below, and trust me, it works. The reviews that I have attached on these videos are very recent, so make sure that you get that for your baby girls and watch until the end. And before I sign out, please remember to give this video a like. I forgot to tell you that earlier. Subscribe to my channel, help us grow. And remember that if you're looking for quality hair products, skincare products, nutrition consultations for you, yourself, or your baby girls, we have them in stock. We are based in Nairobi, Kenya, and we deliver and ship globally. So reach out. Do not be scared. Our products are quality. I source the raw materials myself, so you don't have to worry about the quality or the organic nature of our products. They are really good, and the reviews on my pages are actually real. Something that I have actually used, I have tested on myself, my friends, and even my baby girl, as well as my clients. So it's not a gamble. No, you're not gambling whether it will work or not. You will give me a testimonial, that one I promise. So allow me to sign out, and I will see you at the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share with a mother, to a baby girl, with your friend who's a baby girl, or to just anyone who's African and they're looking for ways to actually maintain and preserve their curls and kinks. That is all we are all about in this channel, and I will be seeing you in the next one.